If you're a man who's constantly falling off track every time life seems to get just a little bit busy, then this video might just be the thing that changes your entire approach to your health and fitness right now. Let me be real with you for a second. Life isn't going to just slow down just because you've decided that you want to get yourself in shape. There is going to be weeks where everything feels a little bit out of control for you. Work's going to get busy, happens, sleep goes to shit. Your kid's probably going to get sick and you're probably going to be too tired to train sometimes. Maybe you'll be a little bit too stressed and you won't be able to cook. There's going to be a voice in your head literally just saying to you, what's the point? And that's the exact moment where you will either get your results or you will lose your results in that very moment. Most people think that progress happens during the perfect weeks when motivation is high, when you've just started and everything is going really well. When you're off work, you're sleeping really well, food is prepped all the time, training just feels so easy at the moment. But that's not where the magic actually happens. That's just the start. I'm here to tell you today that real progress is built during the messy weeks, during the weeks where things feel a little bit chaotic, where everything around you is feeling chaotic, and you still somehow find a way to get your shit done. This, from what I have seen in the past, is the mindset that keeps so many guys stuck. It's the, if I can't do everything right now perfectly, I might as well just not do anything at all. But that's not how we do things inside my program, the Life Lift Repeat project. We don't think in black or white, we think in gears. It's like a car, basically. Sometimes you're in a higher gear, training 4 to 5 days a week, feeling really good about yourself, eating well, sleeping great. That's fantastic. That's what we're working towards. That's the goal. But there's other times where you need to drop it into a lower gear. You still need to be moving forward, but we just need to be moving a little bit slower, not at the full speed that we were before. And that's okay to have weeks like that too. So what does that lower gear look like? What does it actually look like if you do switch down into a lower gear? What do you do if things are really chaotic, work is crazy, kids are losing their mind, and you need just an out. You need to keep doing something consistently, but you can't do what you were doing in a previous time. So this is what I call the fallback plan. This is your fallback plan if anything goes wrong and things aren't working the way they need to. This is the version of your routine that manages you to keep on track even when life is just that little bit chaotic. For instance, let me give you an example of what a low gear might potentially look like. Instead of you skipping your workouts completely in weeks when they're absolutely crazy, you just don't go to the gym at all because you think, what's the point in going to the gym? You just shorten your workouts. So if you usually would do 45, 50 minutes, an hour long sessions, then just bring them down to 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes at the most. Literally just get them in, get them done so that you're not skipping workouts. It's going to keep your momentum going. You can swap a gym session, maybe if needs be, for a 30-minute walk. If you go out, just clear your head instead of wasting time driving to the gym, doing your workout, driving home. You could literally just walk outside and go for a 30-minute walk. It'll save you time, it will clear your head, and it keeps momentum moving forward. Maybe you don't have to hit your full protein target on weeks where things are a little bit crazy. Maybe just aim for like a bare minimum protein target. And if you just sit down with yourself and just say, well, what is my bare minimum target of protein? Like, how much protein do I need to get to be substantial, to have enough amount of protein in my diet? Then aim to hit that when things are a little bit mental. If you just stop focusing on tracking your calories all the time for the weeks when you're chaotic. So now, this is not me standing here and saying that you need to stop tracking calories. This is a waste of time. Genuinely, you should be tracking calories wherever possible. But if life is chaotic and you don't have time to sit down in the evenings and put in what you're eating for your foods, just go back to eating 3 solid meals a day, the basics. Or if you're already in a regular cadence where you've kind of started off and you've got the first couple of weeks down, you kind of have an idea of what you're eating every day, stick to those meals and don't go outside of them. Have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have those little snacks that you would usually have if you were tracking. And then you're maybe not going to be completely bang on, but you won't go too far outside of it. And rely on frozen meals or like meal prep backups instead of going for takeaways. So I'm not going to stand here and tell you that you need to be eating ready-made meals all the time. But some of the fit food stuff is actually pretty good. It's processed, yes, but it's got high protein in it. It's better than going into the chipper and getting deep fried fucking bags of shit, to be honest. So maybe you do rely a little bit more on frozen meals in the weeks when you're a little bit more chaotic. Or maybe you meal prep in advance when you're not chaotic so that when you do get chaotic, you have that prep backed up there and ready to go. The goal for you is very simple. It's just never ever slip below your minimums. Never slip below that lowest gear. And if you can stay on your minimums all the time, you're going to be very, very surprised that you actually manage to make momentum on those weeks, even when things are a little bit chaotic. It will make staying on track a hell of a lot easier. Just remember, it's not about never falling off track. That's not what the goal is. It's about how quickly you can bounce back when you do fall off track. So imagine this for a second. You have a week where you only hit 60% of your usual habits. Let's just say your usual habits are 10K steps every day, 4 to 5 workouts in a week. You stay inside your calorie deficit wherever possible. And for some reason, you've had a week where you've only hit 60% of those. You've only done 6,000 steps a day. You've gone outside your calories 3 or 4 days in the week, but you stayed inside it all the other days. You've only done 2 or 3 workouts. But instead of spiraling, you stayed grounded. And in the process, you've just hit your low gear. You've just come to that low gear protocol. And when things start to ease up, you're still in the motion of it. So when things do ease up, it's not like you're starting again from scratch. You're just picking up where you left off, and you've just been in maintenance mode when things have been a little bit crazy. And that's how most people that I work with are able to stay in shape, not just for a couple of weeks, not just for a couple of months, not just for a summer, but for life, forever. The ones that really struggle long term, the ones that really struggle to stay in shape after they lose a weight, they're the ones who think that if they can't give it all, their all, if they're not able to give it 100%, it's not worth doing it at all. And they just keep starting over every couple of weeks. And that's not what I want for you when you're listening. If you're someone who's listening to this video, I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to keep going all the time. It's so much easier to maintain and keep going than it is to have to keep restarting over and over and over and over again. So if you are watching this and you're still listening to this point, I've got a little challenge for you, and I want you to take this away, right? You need to get very clear and define what your low gear looks like. So grab a pen and paper if you're watching along, and just write out this like a little checklist below. So your step goal. If your daily step goal is usually 10K, your low week, your step goal on a daily basis is going to be 6K. If your usual protein goal is 180 grams, your usual protein goal on a low week or a low gear week will be 120 grams. If your water goal is usually 4 liters, let's bring it down to 2 liters. If your meal structure is usually tracking every meal religiously, let's bring it down to just hitting breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Simple as that. Let's keep it nice and simple. Let's do that together so that you know what your low gear is. Now, make sure you stick to your low gear weeks when things do get busy. Do not pay lip service to this. I guarantee you this works. And whatever it is, just make sure it's written down on a page so that you have it there as visual proof all the time that you can see it. If you're not fully clear on your fallback systems before life gets busy, because life will get busy, I promise you, if it's not busy right now, it's going to get busy, you're going to end up slipping straight back into your old habits. And that's not going to be good. That's not what we want for you. Okay, so get very clear on that. Write it down on a page. Have it there ready to go. And this is going to move you forward. This is going to be the thing that keeps you going even when life gets a little bit hectic. This, as I've said, is the stuff that I've seen people be able to stay in shape long term, not just for a couple of weeks, not just for a couple of months. It's not just when they feel motivated, because motivation will get you started, but it will not keep you going. It's not a 6-week shred. It's not one of this jump on this challenge thing. It's literally, this is forever. This is what I'm trying to teach here. So I want to keep this forever. Knowing how to shift the gears and stay in the game, even when life is trying to throw you off course, even when you're getting slapped in the face by life saying, fuck you, here's a kid that's sick. This is the thing that'll keep you going. So before you go, just leave me a comment on this episode and just tell me, what is your low gear protocol? Let's add some accountability to this video for once. Let's help each other stay accountable. If you found this helpful, drop me a like, share with someone who you feel could also find it helpful too, because that's how we can make this grow. And subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more videos similar to this one. Thank you for listening along, and I will speak to you all very, very soon.